We've all been there. You're reading something on the witching hour. There's faces around you telling you to go to sleep. Your room is dark, and as you're scrolling through, there you see it. The lightsaber, lighting up your room, causing eye strain, and causing the faces to disappear. Hello everyone, Ren here, or Alias, and today I decided to rank censorship methods. Luckily, I found this image to help me with it, to help me illustrate what I mean. Decensored. I'm not ranking this one, because this is the lack of censorship. It's S tier though, because, it was the way the author meant his work to be seen. But not gonna lie, in animation, sometimes censored looks better than decensored simply because the animations, they don't have the Jujutsu Kaisen budget, so the coloring looks weird sometimes. Pixelated, a classic A tier. You can still see the shape depending on how pixelated it is. I think this is what we all grew up in. I've seen some mangakas only try to censor certain aspects of it, like the small black bar method. Like they'll only that part will be pixelated. But more on that later. Black bar, another classic. The old Twitch meta, if you remember when girls were just being naked on stream. Which I know doesn't narrow it down at all. C tier, it's kind of distracting, and you can't really see anything. Which I guess it's the job of the censor to do that, but not the intention of the author may get lost. But there are some shows that way overuse it. My biggest gripe is High School of the Dead. I vividly remember there was like one scene where they used a black bar to censor like gore, not even like boobs. And it was literally like, it was the girl's face on the corner and the whole scene was black. Like 90% of the screen was black. I'm gonna recreate it so you can see it. It was very distracting and very dumb, so I just looked, and I was watching it legitly, but I had to look it up uncensored because I'm not paying to watch a black screen. Small black bars, S tier, easily. It's the most common one I see these days. I think censorship laws have been relaxed a little bit. And the best combo is definitely with the pixels. Because then it's like, well, yeah, it's just a little bit blurry. I also find it funny how it feels like they're putting stickers on the thing before publishing it. Textured outline, C tier. I don't really like the textures. It makes it feel like it's made of paper. The outline's nice because at least you get to, see the shape. Textured, it's not so different than the last one. You just don't get the outline. C tier. White lines, A tier. The only reason they're on A tier, even though they're very similar to the black bars, like those squiggles, is because white on paper makes the drawing look unfinished if it's not colored. So it just feels like a bad cropping in my eyes. Also, it's more distracting than the black bars, funnily enough. It feels like the author is like scratching out what they drew instead of trying to censor what they drew. White oval, F tier. It is the absolute worst. It is very distracting, and it has a way bigger problem than the black bar. Because the black bar, like, okay, it's a classic. We all know what's behind the bar. But the white oval just makes it feel empty. It's really distracting. Whiteout, B tier. It's simply B tier because it's better than texture, because it doesn't make it feel like it's made out of paper. Glowing, S tier. This is my personal favorite. It's more sensory than the small black bars, but it makes it I think this is in my head. It makes it feel like it has magical powers. And some authors, because they have to oblige by censors. I saw one where they incorporated in the story where they were in a dark room and the girl pulls the guy's pants down, and it was the lightsaber censorship, so the whole room lit up. I'll try to find it. White spots, A tier. It's like the black bar, but it's white bubbles. not too very distracting. Onomatopoeia. This one's rarer than white bubbles. I've barely seen this one used. And it's an S tier when it's used. It gives it a lot of personality. Because mangakas can use this to, enhance the shot. Like, whenever they write Ichai on as the censor word, and then they just plaster it over it, then, that's a cool thing. Flowers, B tier. I just think they're funny when they're used. Because this is mostly in Chinese books. But when they use them, they overuse them to a very funny degree. Like, they could be on an industrial park doing stuff, and those flowers will make their way there somehow. Gone, F tier, the absolute worst one. It's when they Kendall people, so instead of the whiteout or the lightsaber where it's like, oh, it's missing, but it's the outline. This one, it's not even missing. They draw the stuff behind it, and it is so weird. This one actually makes it feel incomplete because it actually deletes what was there. And well, that was all. This has been Ren. Hey, Alias. Bye bye.